weren't expecting the word golly at the end of that, were you? It built and built and then just went golly. And was a bit of a letdown, wasn't it, towards the end? But anyway, right, I am ready. So let's get Dragon Quest Builders to start up, please. If you would be so kind, Mr. Dragon Quest Builders. Thank you. You do appear to be being sufficiently kind. Of course it always helps if it appears on the screen. It appears on the screen. Come on, we know you can do this. Yes! Just took it a moment. I don't know what defines that, because sometimes I don't know if it's a universal delay. It takes exactly the same amount of time every single time, or whether there's something else that defines it in some fashion. But either way, it's curious how sometimes it's sort of like, I can only assume it's because, I don't know, it's possibly not the most efficient method, but I'll let you in on the behind-the-scenes secrets. What I do is I have all of my sources be specific windows. So it's looking for a specific game to capture before, capturing it. And I don't know whether that's the most efficient way. You could just go any full-screen application. But I don't know. I prefer it slightly more organised into, here's this game. It means you can turn them off and on if you need to. Not that I've ever needed to turn them off and on individually, but, it feels more organised, and sometimes the feel is worth more than anything else, I think. If it settles in your brain and your brain goes, I'm okay with this, then you've done something worthwhile to fix it all up. So even though it seems to take a while, I can only assume it perhaps is sort of calculating it, going, I'm looking. Oh, I found this. Yes, I found this one. I found this little full-screen application known as Dragon Quest Builders 2. I can show this on the screen now. That's quite nice. My princess is here. Now see, it's a shame. My princess is in another castle. I think we did that joke because I do recognise it. The sad, lonely golem. Yeah, the Taurak ship. It's quite clever. The big ship. It's the big ship. A cruiser. Oh yes, that's the one from Link's Awakening, isn't it? Because I just recently played Link's Awakening, so I do recognise it more so than I did the first time I ever saw it, I believe. And this one, I think previously when this one came up, I kept skipping past it because I didn't want too many spoilers based on the golden pub at the back there. But yeah, the rest of it is far better than my Golden Sands, isn't it? It's a fucking shoe. What's a fucking shoe doing there? Nobody knows. If you come in after the fact that there's been a shoe on the screen, you'd wonder why I was singing about a shoe. That's really sexy. It's not just the build. It's the effort made for the depth of field there. And it's a good-looking castle with a balloon. They've made a giant balloon. It's nice. It's very nice. That's very deserty. Obviously, it's it's fairly obviously Stone City, I suppose. Yeah, as well. Is it? I wonder if it is actually Crimbledon, because again, this is someone who made a lot of effort in Crimbledon, far more so than I ever made. Fun in the courtyard, as always. As is always predicted, Malroth picking up the protagonist, flashing their knickers at the screen. Whoa. Okay. That's complicated. Good Lord, look at it. It almost starts... It isn't, but the way some of the underneaths of the buildings are coming up, it sort of starts looking like, I think it's the Escher style painting, where the staircases are interlocking and interweaving, but it's not. It's just the way it's designed, it looks that way. But yeah, you've got glass-fronted buildings, staircases all up there. So complicated and crazy looking. I am curious to know whether that was a sort of a design they had in their mind, or whether it was what it potentially looks a bit like, which is they built one house, then realised they needed more, then realised they needed more and more and more and more and more and more and more. And so eventually they had to sort of go, all right, we'll just, it's fine, we'll just keep building, keep building. That's quite nice with the sort of mer creatures on the roof as sort of, I'm assuming they're statues of some kind. But a mansion museum, it's nice. We've had a nice chunk of new ones here, haven't we? So now we're into some new ones. We'll do the usual sort of countdown. How many letters? Two was the best I could do. Is usually the way it goes. No, that's not true. Usually 4. 4 or 5 is my average, which is not good for a countdown, but nonetheless true. Lovely little aquarium. And so we're going to start the 5 count. So 5. Ogus is a spammer. I don't immediately know who Ogus is, and I don't know why he's a spammer. But whoever it is, and the fact that he's a spammer, I'd say makes this man angry. Oh, look at that. My word. That is incredible. I mean, even down to the sort of statues at the front. Oh, it's obscenely good. I'm fairly certain he's using a tool I don't have access to at the moment. But it's also using more patience than I have access to. But yeah, he's basically completely rebuilt the original pyramid. Because you can see the little markers on the ground that we've encountered in the past as well. And a beautiful little... It's so good. It's so good. I think we do have to, at least at bare minimum, we have to like that thing, because the only thing that lets it down, and I might be willing to give it the benefit of the doubt if you can't, the one thing that lets it down, lack of capital letters on the title. That irks me. Irks me greatly. Anyway, the beach buggy we've seen, the big ship we've seen. So a couple of bonuses to see if we stumble across another amazing one. It's interesting. I do recognise that flag. I don't recognise the name, but I do wonder if we've seen a creation by that individual before, because I do, as I say, we recognise that flag. And now, resume play. Oh yeah, we'd built some fields, hadn't we? And we'd gotten the people, they were digging up the fields for me. Oh, but we did have to, we had to clear out the grassy flowers. It almost feels like a bit of a waste. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah. Hello, hello, hello to you too. You are more than welcome here. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you. Thank you very much for the 5 months. Good Lord. It is quite something. Something to behold. 5 months is pretty large volume of months. An unbelievable volume, frankly. Who is Frank and who is Lee? I do not know. You must not be paying that robot much to read these out. No, unfortunately that's why she doesn't put much effort in. And yet, still, I suspect you'd agree. Now, I don't necessarily agree, because I must admit I can't hear what sort of irks you and the others quite so much about it, but I certainly pay her more than the woman from Dungeon Keeper. Or Dungeons 3, isn't it? Sorry, Dungeon Keeper was the original one. Because she wasn't paid much at all. Otherwise, she'd have put way more effort in. Okay, he appears to be stuck in my field. Oh no, he can get out. Good lad. I wasn't aware he could do that. Anyway, let's gather some hearts. Are you actually... Oh, you are planting seeds. Well done. Well done, you cheeky little boy. Look at him. Look at him go. He knows what he's doing, doesn't he? Little farming lad. That's what we like to see here. I'm gonna go collect some more eggs, you know. And then I'm going to look at the tablet targets, because I think this week we're going to focus a little bit on some more tablet targets. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of fields, indeed. Oh, careful. No, that's not exactly what I wanted to do, but we're fine, we're fine. The field counter is continuing to rise. Rising up to the challenge of our rivals. Just grabbing all these hearts. At some point I must try and go out and get gold enough to... Are you blowing out my wall? Don't blow out my wall. My problem is lesser performance, although I am convinced I could give better rates than that. It's more that the dialogue makes me want to be unpleasant. Haha. It's fair enough, I suppose. It does seem to be quite cheesy dialogue, but I couldn't say with absolute certainty, because I've not heard enough of it to really be a fair judge, I don't think. Right, okie dokie. Oh my god, you've gotten more hearts over here. Let's not leave you people alone for long, because you're spewing hearts. Right, so I think there's to do with getting a stable. Or so I've already got a barn, haven't I? Oops, that's not the tablet target. Oh, that's the other thing, indeed. So let's have a look at this. Build a petting zoo. That was it. So you want an animal house next to a playful park. I must admit, I don't know where I mean, an animal house is a house that. Oh, you want? Yeah. Yes. Okay, that's not too bad. Build lots of fields, that's sort of happening-ish. Let's focus on this petting zoo. So what do we need for a petting zoo? An animal house and a playful park. Do we actually have those recipes? You would sort of think so, but it's not a guarantee. Animal house, animal house... Animal house. Animal. Animal. Animally. Animally. Animala. Anime. No, I do not, unfortunately, have access to either one of those, so I'm sort of going to have to make it up. There is, to a certain extent, a logic, so making it up isn't necessarily going to be the hardest of tasks. However, it's equally not going to be the easiest of tasks, I don't think. Right. I'm still thinking I kind of want this place to be relatively flat. So I do wonder if I want to sort of build out a little bit more. It doesn't have to be flat, but it just makes decisions a little bit easier. So... yeah, I'll tell you what, let's... not necessarily make it completely flat, but do we actually have some spare earth? I mean, you'd think so, but loads of clodstone. I don't think I've actually got earth. But I suppose actually, yeah, clodstone will probably suffice, because then I can probably stick, I can get Wrigley to come and deal with the situation. So basically what we just want to do is fill out this whole area, essentially. Which may take a while, but there you go. We shall have to endure the many tiles. The many tiles are filling in gaps, so filling in gaps. That's what we want to do. Fill in the gap. Hello, my name is Phil, and my surname is in Gap. Actually, I suppose arguably it could just be a bloke who is in the shop gap called Phil, and that would simply be fill in the gap. So what we want to do. No. Well, technically, yeah. Eventually, I do want that there. Dink, 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 dink. Now, do I want to do something I didn't know? What I do think is... do I like it being at this sort of level? Or do I want to change my mind as to what I'm doing? No, I think that'll be fine. Yeah, especially if we sort of... yeah, if we trash that, then get some stairs in this house. Wood stairs, I think, because, you know, this is meant to be the agricultural area. That's it. So we've got a nice little path there leading to, I think, if we trash those two areas as well, then yeah, we start here, and this is considered a lovely little path. I think I do have plank pathways, but I haven't built a lot of plank pathways, so we might not necessarily worry too much about it. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. That was really bad, and I don't know why I'm smiling at it. Oh, I don't know what was that? What are you? Oh, what is that? Fill in the gap. is that where you're at the moment? You've gotten to fill in the gap. It became very obvious that you meant fill in the gap when you said, just from the words. It was really bad. Da-da. But that's just what happens, isn't it? The worse the joke, the better the laugh. So that's why it's very good being here, because there's no good laughs. They are all the worst sort of laughs. And they're, ironically and weirdly, the best sort of laughs. Do-do. I do acknowledge that this is not riveting gameplay. I mean, I'm not gonna stop. I just acknowledge that this is not riveting gameplay. Just filling in the gaps, filling in the holes. I don't think we'll need too much more, but it depends on precisely how fanciful my plans get. And we will need a seeing to by Wrigley, I think, in the not too distant future. Right. So I at least want to sort of... I've watched a 4-hour stream of Malice trying to beat a single room in Drod. Well, I suppose, in fairness, it's mitigated. With Drod, it's mitigated by the humour of Mr. Caliber losing his fucking mind. His bread pants are real. You don't know this, but he actually goes around in bread pants. He's never told anybody that. It's just I happened to have met him one time, and I said to him, "What's that?" And he said, "It's bread pants." I think this was back in the original Drod era, where he'd gone completely batshit insane and was just shouting and hollering to anybody. He did actually have to get sectioned at one point, which was a bit of an experience and a bit of a shame. But hey, sometimes it is for a person's own good. So I probably want to keep this as a path as well, because then that way it can step down again, perhaps. So, in terms of like building, what sort of length do we want buildings, really? 1, 2, 3, 4... Well, it's easier to... I'm counting the wrong tile to make it easier on myself. I was counting the awkward to count tiles that aren't necessarily easy to grab. So those floor tiles, they're quite... they sort of blend into one another. Although it's a repeating pattern, they still blend in to one another, making it difficult to count across them. but if you just look one tile up, you can see that there is a distinct line between each of the repeating pattern. I knew that was coming!
Hello there.
Lance Corporal Dragonfang, shine those boots up, they're muddy. How dare you? My boots have never been shined. Never. I have never cleaned my shoes. I know once upon a time, I don't think we actually... well, I suspect my father owns boot polish in some fashion, but I do not even own boot polish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if we're saying a 2 gap there, so we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that theoretically should be our building? Question mark. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Superb. And so what we want to do is pop that there, and then we've got another sort of step. Oops, no, I do want it there. But good evening, Mr. Blueboosh. I think I've done this before, but nonetheless, it's what springs to mind every now and again when I think of your name, which is, of course, Bluebooshka, 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 yeah. I feel like I've done that before, because as I say, it does tend to spring up in the brain whenever I think of Blueboosh. I just can't help but think of Bluebooshka, 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 and of course my own variation of that song is, instead of the yeah, you actually sing derriere instead, so you're just basically going arse in a fancier language. And really, that's all you can hope for in life, isn't it, really? Just to say arse in a fancier language. A fancier language than your own. That's how you want to say all of your swear words. Apart from possibly German, because obviously German's not particularly... German's very good if you want a stern swear word, whereas there are languages out there that are better if you want a gentle swear. Now that's annoying, because I'm going to trash these just to fill in these gaps. And I feel like it wasn't worth it. But anyway, welcome to the pair of you. I've gotten slightly distracted, so I didn't ask the standard questions. Moo! And that is the standard question. The standard question is, moo! What, pray tell, is your answer to the standard question of moo? What do you feel you would respond if you were to be forced into responding regarding the phrase mule? Moo, even. Ah, he's responded with a moo? Moo? Moo too. I moo you, and you moo me. Whoops, not in the pond, Liz. Okay, so now one of the crucial elements we want to do, assuming I've got them. Yeah, we want to really do worm food. Although, well, I mean, yeah, it's probably worthwhile getting at least a little bit. So, okay. Now the crucial element we need is... That's not going to change. That's not going to... I think I did once upon a time calculate. Oh! Are you not going to do... Oh, are you not able to do clodstone, mate? Oh, I don't think you can do clodstone. Oh, what a bell end. Well, luckily I might be able to solve that problem. But I'm not going to lie, it's bloody awkward, mate. It's bloody awkward. I need you to, maybe, work with me. Work with me instead of against me. Wrigley, work with me. I wonder if sand is going to be sufficient. Let's go. Wait, are you... Oh, okay. There we go. I was going to say, surely. Surely, sir. Oh, god damn it, 2 ghosts? What the hell are you thinking, game? You're thinking I could handle 2 ghosts. It's fine. It's not an unreasonable suggestion, I suppose. Wrigley, have you fallen asleep or something? Because you're supposed to be picking up that worm food, and you're not. But I suppose, arguably, if I can transform this into sand before he grabs that worm food, I might actually be able to resolve this, this ground situation. Oh! It's daytime! You piss off, ghost. Absolutely piss off, you knob jock. That's short for knob jockey, if you were wondering. Yes, I did call him a knob jockey. It just came out. It wasn't necessarily the insult I would have chosen, but it is in fact the insult I got, which was very much knob jockey. Okay, so it does feel like you're still refusing to do things, Wrigley. Is this a fair? No, you are doing that one. You're just refusing to do the other one. There we go. Okay, now we're getting some grass. Right, cool. Now the only slight problem is we do have the issue of the back bits, but that's fine. Well, hopefully, I don't know. Are you like turning your nose up at one of these worm foods, or are you just being slow, Wrigley? I don't know, but either way, I need you to get on board, Wrigley. Get on board. Get on board or fuck off, mate. And don't fuck off, because I do need you to do this job for me. Right, so, the woods we want. The woods we need. Softwood. And I can't remember. Wood floorboards. That's the one. And possibly straw floor. Although we've not got a lot of straw floor, but that's not a huge issue. Now, we need... I must admit, I probably need a woody goody over here as well. Because I need a... So, we're going to have a path here. And we're going to have a building there. So, what I want to do... There we go, that's what we want. So we want that there. Which should equate to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Super doops. A super duper pooper trooper, that is what we need. Although having said that, I don't... Oh, I just realised I don't really need a... Do I... Ah, sir, I am very confused. I don't really know what I'm doing. It's a problem. Let's go back to the tablet target and actually get a goal in mind that I know what I'm doing. Right, let's just look at this. Right, so we're trying to build a petting zoo. Okay. Yeah, it's called an animal house. I'm 100% sure if it is it's an actual house. I can't remember. And a playful park. I think I remember how to do a playful park. I cannot say that for certain. But I think I remember roughly. Wrigley! Eat the fucking food, you cock! Sorry, I'm just telling my worm off. Oh, absolute bellend. You're supposed to be doing that one. Are you doing this one as well? Good, right. Get on board. Wrigley! Right, so I think what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to split this into about 3 pieces. Are you dealing with this bit? Wrigley! Wrigley! You've still not eaten this piece of worm food. What is wrong with this piece? There's nothing wrong with this piece. I'll eat this piece. I don't need those tiles done. You've done those tiles. What the fuck? Fuck on board. Wrigley. Wrigley. Don't just stare at me. Don't just stare at me. Eat the fucking food. Yeah. I wonder if I can lift it with my gloves. Wrigley, get on board. Good man. Finally. Took a lot of effort to get you on board there. And you've still managed to miss the piece. Not over there, over there. Not here. Not under me. Not there. There. I think you finally clipped... There we go. You've finally done it, sir. course, the amazing, beautiful irony is I probably will strip this area and put in a new pathway, but that's not the fucking point. The fucking point was fucking Wrigley doing it fucking properly. Right. That's probably... Well... yeah... So something like that. We probably want my fences as well. Where are my fence posts? That's diagonal fencing. We don't really want diagonal fencing. We want fences like this. I don't think Ridley would be good at gardening. No, that's true. Although you never know. He might be able to at least sort of burn away some of the bits and pieces. Because he is a little dragon, isn't he? Well, I say little. He's quite a large dragon, in fairness. To the boy. Right. So, okay, that might work reasonably well. And then I think we want... Dink, dink, dink. I didn't want a second one there, but that's fine. And then, yeah. Dink. No, again, seconds. We don't want second ones up there. Do-do. Bam. Bam, bam. We'll probably want some gates in amongst this area as well. But for now, I'm just going to mark it out with fence posts because I've got plenty of fence posts and it won't make too much difference. That's not what I wanted to do. Want that there. Not that there. I've lifted a bush instead of lifting the correct thing. It's fine. It's all fine. The room is burning, but it's all fine. There we go. That's the correct way. This is the way. So I think we at least want that a little bit further there. Do I want a slightly smaller room? No, I don't think we need a smaller room. I've picked up another bush. I've picked up Kate Bush and she is not very happy. She is very much demanding. I put her down. She's not happy with the lifted situation. Right, okay. So, at this point, we'll figure out where we want our fences. I keep forgetting the fact that I've got the bloody gloves equipped, which doth not help my situation. I don't know. That was oddly Chris-Eubank. I don't know why I went oddly Chris-Eubank there. Oh, I see. The fences, the gates are 2x2. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we've found ourselves a room. I believe we may have just found ourselves a second room. Right, let's get... he's little in the same way that Horace got a little upset with his dad. Hey, look. If you're big enough, anything's little. See? That's... I can't quite tell if that's deep and prophetic or just stupid. I think stupid, but I cannot say this with certainty. Woody goodies, that's what we want. Which is going to be a problem because he's going to put wood where I don't want wood, but it's fine. Put wood there, Wrigley. Put wood there. Put wood there, Wrigley. Wrigley. Wait, don't just stare at the cabbages. I'm not paying you. That's the end of the sentence. I'm not paying you. No, Wrigley, don't just look at me. Eat the woody goody. What should we grow next? Maybe a fucking forest, you donut. Will you please eat the woody goody? Why are you not eating the woody goody? Oh, I see. They've started work on the next field. That's fine. Please, Wrigley. Wrigley! Eat the woody goody, Wrigley. Why aren't you eating my woody goody? I don't know why he's not eating my woody goody. I think I can get like a cloth door, which would be quite nice here. But anyway, the crucial thing is we'll get rid of that in favour of that. Oops, that's not quite what I intended. But we want pet bedding. Probably want to keep those as well, really. And now, inside here, what we want to do is trash the floor so that we can replace the floor. Now, is 29 going to be enough? I do not know. And technically, I suppose you're quite right. It is a pen rather than a teller. That's a pen and teller magical joke there. But yes, you're quite right. It is a pen rather than technically a room. Although we will technically be having a slight room that's attached to the pen. We'll have to see what happens, whether it works or not, I suppose is the crucial thing. I mean, theoretically, I can probably build some more of this straw matting floor. It's just I really don't want to. I'd really rather get the job done with this amount. I'm not going to get the job done with this amount. Well, buggery. Everybody journey forth to buggery. That's where we need you to go. Everybody enjoy your trip to buggery. The shores of buggery are pleased to meet you, and they will enjoy your presence. A rope ladder. Nice. A lattice wall. Again, nice. I am tempted by this floor here. I need to release an album. Yes. I don't think that should be my flagship song, though. Strangely enough, I think maybe we should avoid that song forevermore. Right, what are we doing there? What are we doing? I'm not sure. But I was going to look for a cloth door. There we go, a drapery door. Or do I want the straw door? No, I feel like drapery is more appropriate. So we'll grab a bunch of drapery doors. That will be quite nice. We might have a look at dyeing that door as well. See what sort of colours we can have. I feel like I might want a haystack, so let's have some haystacks spare. In the not too distant future, I'm going to want those plant poles, perhaps. I should possibly try and set up some kind of fancy irrigation system, but I just don't want to. It's fair. It's fair, isn't it? That's fair. Anything too complicated, I don't really want to, which is not great. But that's one of the things we wanted. A decorative swing. Do I actually have some acorns? I might want more than one decorative swing. So I'll tell you what, we'll have 5 in total. Right. What is that? Just protective planks. Fair enough. I don't want it. I don't want it at all. Framed foliage. Can't really see me wanting a framed foliage. What is that? A display hook. No. Fuck it. We've got plenty of iron ingots, so we'll have 30 display hooks. I'm unsure what you can display on a display hook, but maybe we'll find out in the not too distant future. Let's see. So, I could dye my planks. I'm not gonna lie, I do like it, but I have not got enough dye for that. Ain't nobody got no dye for that. So we do have red and blue, basically, as my only options. So red, blue. I mean, red will go nicely enough. So we'll get one red drapery door. That's fine. And then... oh, we can actually dye the pet bowls as well. No, currently I've got 10 red bowls. So do you know what? We'll have 5 red bowls and 5 blue bowls. Just for the fucking sake of it. There is no rhyme nor reason for half the things I'm doing. But you can also, and now I'm in it now as well, but the Cottontail costumes you can dye as well, which is quite nice. So if I wanted to really go all out in my Cottontail, I can also dye my bath towel. Fully customised bath towel. I'd probably go with a nice black bath towel. It's nice. I like it. If you go blue, it just clashes a bit too much with the hair, I think, there. I can also, of course, dye my turtle shell. I can have a black turtle shell. Purple. Slightly more traditional Cooper colours. A nice red shell as well, of course. And of course, if I really want to zoosh to the front of the field and smash the living shit out of someone who's actually doing a really good job of racing, I could, of course, become a blue shell. You can do it with your trainable togs as well. I must admit, the trainable togs are quite nice. They're almost your proper Dragon Ball Z style. And I know it is Akira Toya. I thought I had it for a moment, but then my false teeth went funny. So let's try putting in the spare pair. There we go. Akira Toriyama. So any Dragon Ball Z vibes are legit. But I thought for a second there I'd forgotten the one key thing I actually came here for, which was the sodding floor piece. But no, luckily I have the sodding floor piece. Go away, you stupid ant. I think, yeah, we'll stick to having quite a chunky array of windows available, perhaps. We'll see. Yeah, I don't think I mind that. Right, I don't know if I can actually put the drapery door down. I can't until I replace something in my inventory, but I don't know if it might need a roof tile. No, it does not. Cool. I mean, it does kind of need a roof tile to make it look good. Indeed. Only if you buy me a treat someday. What that treat would be, I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what you'd need to buy me for me to fuck you.
Fuck me!
Fuck me again. You get a Snickers Max. Now, see, the problem you've got there is I'm not overly keen on Snickers. Picnic? Can I interest you in a picnic? That would be better for me, I think. Picnic. Picnic's the better chocolate bar for me. Because I'm not overly keen. I'm not. Oh, Curly Whirly. Curly Whirly's not bad. I'd possibly consider the Curly Whirly. Do I have any acorns? I don't think I do. Why do I not have any acorns? Well, cock botherers. I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to do the sand trick again in order to get my boy Wrigley to chow down here and build me my forest, eat out my woody goody. So hopefully I can pick that up and put it down. Now Wrigley. Oh, hey, good lad Wrigley. Build me a forest piece. Or don't. One of the two. Wrigley, you cock burglar. You've eaten it, but you've not turned it into forest, you bellend. What are you doing? Don't just stare at the fence. Are you... Oh. Are you going to insist on me taking down this entire fence so that you can produce for me a piece of wood? I think he's going to insist on it, isn't he? What a prick. What a prick. What an asshole. What an absolute bellend. What a prick. What an asshole. What a super duper bellend. I get a picnic variety pack. What in the world is a picnic variety pack? I've never heard of a picnic variety pack. I'm referring to the chocolate bar picnic because, as specified, I'm not overly keen on nuts, as it were. Let's eat my seaweed. Oh, that'll do. And yet, with the help of the raisins and the nougat goodness and the caramel bits, have you got caramel bits? Only when I have a little accident whilst consuming soft Wrigley! Wrigley, you asshole! Why are you not eating and doing the woody goody? Your being a prick. Ooh, yeah, you're being a prick. Yeah, you are now. Be a prick, be a prick, be a prickety prick. Fine, we'll put it back to dirt. Yes, we will indeed. God damn it, why can't I do the fucking... Get out of my way, you stupid dirty booty. I've run out of dirt. How have I run out of... Oh, because I've got other sort of dirt. I've got another sort of dirt. Whoosh. And whoosh. You're 100% sure, Ridley, that you're not willing... Okay, why... Okay, there we go. I did do it correctly. God damn you. Anyway, I will finally get round to explaining what the game is. I mean, you're not far off with the idea of Sonic Stardew, but the Sonic factor is only coincidence. It's just a choice of hair. And as we were discussing, I think you possibly came in just moments afterwards, but are you familiar with Akira Toriyama? He is the creator of Dragon Ball Z. Dragon, Rock the Dragon. Dragon Ball Z. Or, of course, the other theme song, I can't quite remember. That's the iconic one I always remember. But then there's also... Are you... It's cool. It's cool. I'm just trying to do an explanation, and you decided to scythe me in the face. Absolute bellend. Anyway, yes, the other song was... I've changed my mind about that front. Because if I put a window in... What the shitting... What is that? That's not a... A, that's not a normal tree. And B, why is it here? It's... Wrigley! Fuck your stupid tree. You're supposed to be doing a forest of wood, not forest of weird shit. I love that tree, please don't hurt it. Too late! The tree is gone! Wrigley! Why do you refuse to eat the woody goody on the soil? I need your woody goody on the soil. But yeah, in the later version of Dragon Ball Z, which was Dragon Ball Z Kai, I believe it was called, there was a lyric in the song, and it's one of my usual classic, all-time classic times I misheard something. But it was the lyric of the song, I think, as it was supposed to be, was "I will go fearless and free." That's what it was supposed to be. What I heard was not that, shall we say. Not that at all. I heard, "I shall go venison free." And I thought it was just this weird sort of sentiment that he wanted. He preferred the idea of, you know, not eating meat. I will go venison free. But it turns out it was, when I heard it on repeat at one point, it is actually a man saying, "I will go fearless and free," which makes a bit more sense. But anyway, the art style is by Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball Z. I literally just said it and it escaped my brain. Oh look, my hunger meter is at 69. Nice. I'm just going to destroy that fucking woody goody because he's clearly not interested in eating his woody goody. I think we also want to pick that up and move it there. And then we want to figure out how to get fence posts once again, I suppose, right? No, we want gates, don't we? Where is my gates? Where is Margate? I don't know. Where is Margate? I feel like you probably should know. It's a place, isn't it? It is a place. But I am dog shit at geography. Okay, so pet bowls. We're going to put a... Is it southeast? Southeast coast, is it? Southeast coastline. Right, 3 little bowls sitting along the side. And then a blue bowl there, and a blue bowl here, and a a red bowl there, and a red bowl here. And now beddy times. Although we're not going to get too many beds in. I think what we want to do is trade the food bowls, perhaps. Condense the food bowls. That's it. And now, hopefully, we can fit in a bed there, maybe a bed there, a bed there, and a bed there. And then we might want some more stuff in the not too distant future. But let's work on connecting windows first, because sometimes you just need to have the windows connected to your phone. And whoops, that's not the location for the windows to go. That's also not connected, and now I've picked up the wrong thing. Get the fucking hammer out, my friend. All right, fine. Destroy the animal bed as well. Destroy all the glass. It's fine. It's all fine. It's all fine. Went out with 2 girls from Margate. Very nice. Or very not nice. Depends on the girls, I suppose. Okay, so it's still classified as a small room, annoyingly, because it's not registering as an animal house. Which is a bugger, because I don't think I know what else I could put in it to register it as an animal house. I suppose maybe they need a lamp? Maybe I should put a brazier somewhere. They can be warmed by a pair of braziers. And how do you get warm from a pair of braziers? Well, I don't know. You could use them as earmuffs or something. Now I need to figure out how to get this to work. Just in general. Just need to get this to work. And I don't know how. What other items do I have that might be obviously required for some kind of animal house? I don't know. I mean, I might try and make it look kind of nice again, like I did with that top one. So, what did we do? We had... Whoops, no, not there, not there. Oh, what have you... Oh, you just opened the fence on me, Maroff. Not useful. If anything, slightly awkward. Yes, we want to go down there, but that's not the way. That's not the way we want it, is it? So I suppose I'm going to have to do this the awkward way. No, okay, that didn't work. The awkward way. There we go. Game looks cute. Might download later. I mean, I would highly recommend it. We never actually got quite as far as I'd intended to with the explanation. I do apologise. It's Dragon Quest Builders 2. It is basically sort of building stuff with... It's kind of pretty much Minecraft. That's slightly doing it a disservice, because the benefit of this game over something like Minecraft is it's got all the beauty of Dragon Quest. And, I mean, literally fuck you. Literally fuck you. I fucking can. I fucking can put it there. I very much can put it there. Why are you being an arsehole? Why are you being this way? Why? Oh my god, why? Why are you being a douchey nozzle of douchington? I do not know. You seem to enjoy being a dick. Please, game. What is wrong with you? You're being a dick hole. There we go. Do you know what? The amazing fun fact is exactly the same as the placement it was trying to place it in the first place. You didn't change the placement, you just decided to work this time and not work the previous times. So... there. It's the wrong place. The arsehole game. Now I'm stuck down a hole and I can't get up. But yeah, I absolutely adore this game. It's all the fun of any other building game, just with the overtones of Dragon Quest, and Dragon Quest, frankly, I think is a fantastic game series that all should play. You choose all. I didn't mean to get rid of that one, because that one technically was working. I think we're going to have to do it sort of this weird kind of... Nope, that's two. Nope, that's two placed in the wrong place now. I'm not saying it's perfect by the whole I can't get this bloody roof system to work. I don't think I had this much trouble with this roof system last week. It seems to just be playing silly buggers today. And I don't know why. I suppose sometimes these games just enjoy a good session of silly buggers. And you can't stop them, because that's all they're interested in doing. They just have an unhealthy obsession with silly buggers. And that's all they want in their lives. Hey Bonanza, how you doing? I'm doing badly, because I've wasted an awfully large one of time on a session of building that's not working. But at least we're going to have a fancy looking log roof thing. I'm not saying it's the world's most epic of roofs, but you know, it looks nicer than absolutely nothing, and it's quite pleasant. I'll tell you one thing I did do there as well, and do you know what? Yeah, I think I can agree with that previous design decision. Can't agree with it like that, but eventually I can agree with... No, I can! Okay, there we go. Thank you. Sometimes if you whine at the game enough, it will yield. That is the lessons you should take away from today. If you find yourself struggling in a game, what you have to do is just go, oh, please work. Built a bit away from where I needed it, and it worked. Unbelievable. Small animal house! Yes! Okay, well, I completed a tablet target that I wasn't working on. So that's fun. It's not the target I was after, but it's okay. It's not a problem. Another challenge complete, I see. Cracking job, Veldin. Well, would you look at that? It's a mini medal. Let me just slip it in your pocket. Smashing work, Veldin. Now that you've made so many different rooms, you should start to get a feeling for the ambience of the rooms you make. The amount of gratitude a person leaves when they use a room depends on its ambience. Try mixing things up and see what works best. I did not know that. Interesting.
Never tell me the odds.
No, please don't. Oddly appropriate on the grassiness of the furrow-filled-in sort of green gardens. Another chat. Oh, what? Oh, okay. A mini medal. I've got another mini medal. I don't know. What did I achieve? Oh, I think it was just to build the animal house. I like your animal house. If you place two cats or two dogs in the animal house and make them as happy as they can be, then if you give them a mulberry and wait until the next morning, you might be in for a nice surprise. Just 6 more targets, I'll give you a magic pencil. If you know what I mean. I don't want to know what you mean. In the mood. Your eyes have been opened to a room's ambiance. There are 6 different kinds in total, so experiment with furniture and colour combinations and see how your rooms change. Raining cats and dogs. When you have either 2 dogs or 2 cats with maximum happiness, feed them both a mulberry, put them in a pen together, and then morning comes. And I bet morning comes. Oh, hey, they're super happy about me figuring out how to build an animal house. The only slight problem is this is now not counting as an animal house, I don't think. Which I suppose I can probably change that fact. If we popped a little thing there, and then if we popped one of my animal beds, probably not anywhere I've got options at the moment. I might change those bowls around because I want. I'll tell you what. Let's keep them nice. Whoop! No, fence down, sir, fence down. Never. Oh no, plant down, sir, plant down. Yep. Didn't really need to move that one. I could have moved the other one around there. But theoretically, this will now become another second animal house. Okay, so it will work. Visually, it works roughly the way I want it to work. And then technically, it will hopefully... put the flower down, sir. Put the flower down. I know you love flowers, but sometimes you just need to put them down. Some days you just can't get rid of a flower. That was indeed my terrible impression of Adam West. Right, let's see if I can scavenge one of these trees. Let's do this one on the... yeah, this one at the back. Did I get an acorn? I don't think I got an acorn. Can I? I don't think I can. No, I can't lift the tree. Godcock. That's right, Godcock's in me once again. Don't want Godcocking in me. But apparently I can't find any acorns. Some days you just can't find an acorn. All I want to do is build a tree. But that bellend refuses to let me have them. Let me have gladiolus. I don't need gladiolus. I suppose at this point it's probably going to be worthwhile popping to one of the islands. Butchers. Oh, I have a butcher's in this treasure chest in case someone's bought. Nope. Blarg. Blargle dargle a day. And do you need a blargle dargle a day? Yes, you do. Sometimes you just have to blargle dargle every day. We'll fill this area in with sand and then we'll try and build perhaps the next section of doings that we want to do. Precisely what that is, I don't know. Is that the correct height? Yes, I think it is. And that's very handy. I might get a bit lazy and not fill in every single block. We shall see. Sometimes it's just easy. Oops, that block shouldn't exist. The other benefit of building everything from sand to a certain extent is if you make a mistake, sand is very easy to get rid of. It's just one hammer blow. Whereas a lot of the others are multiple hammer blows. We'll have a secret garden beneath the sand. And if you'd like to see my secret garden beneath the sand, then you will have to ask nicely indeed. Because then I can give you secret passage down onto the secret garden beneath. Oh, I thought the building was on fire for a moment. So my brazier's burning away nicely. Do do. Ding 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 ding. Bucket do do. Oh, I missed a bit. There we go. Oh no, I've keep not quite being forward enough. I'm trying to make this fairly succinct in terms of getting it done. I don't know precisely what I want to build here. I just know that I want to go down a level and build something else here. At some point, I should try and build these people's houses, because if you've been carefully watching, you will note that they've been sleeping on the floor so far, which arguably not something we want them to be doing. Although I can't say I'm that fast. So did we... I think that we did. We did, yes, we did. We did get a whole load of this plank pathway, which... Oops, well, you've completely ignored one of the areas. Oh, I see. I actually have to physically... A lot of the time when you just build things, what happens is they Whoops. Well, I got rid of those bits. Marvellous. Oh, interesting. Those were tiny, tiny trees. I've got tiny trees. Is it as tiny as the tiny miner? These trees were even tinier. I don't think I believe you, 'cause I don't think there's anything tinier. There can be nothing tinier than the tiniest of miners. Yeah, that's nice. I do need to figure out what I want to do on these corners, though. Which I don't know. There's not an obvious... Build an abattoir! I don't think I can, is the honest truth. I cannot say this with certainty, but I do not think you can build an abattoir. Let's go look at my build options, see if there's anything interesting. Because this is a happy game. You don't kill things, you just sort of, you know, make them not living anymore. Cornerstones. Well, I suppose cornerstones might work, although it is going from sort of the wood to the suddenly stone. But I don't know if I'm that fast. Sex dungeon, I might be able to do you that, because we do. For those unaware who have not been present in previous weeks, there is the naughty nightlight, so I could. And there are chains and bondage available as well. So maybe eventually I will try and dig down deep and build some kind. Oh, I see. That's going to be interesting. No, that's... That's not really done what I wanted it to do. I don't like it. I've got to get this game then. Another convert for the sex dungeon. Boof! There we go. Is there a safe word function? No. I don't think they allow for that. If you sign up, that's it. You've signed up. They can do whatever they want to you. I suppose let's grab these stepping stones and we'll test them out to see if I want them. But I'm not convinced they're going to be of any use to me. So we'll just buy 50 and stick them in the inventory. But I mean, they might come in handy at some point, just not for the current situation. Brick borders? I don't think that's... is technically a sort of... I wonder... Don't have a huge amount of earth, but... 5 earths to get 60 of those bad boys isn't too bad, I suppose. Siltstone column? I don't really feel like I need that. Lattice wall, is that... I do slightly wonder if that's decorative on a surface or whether that is a wall itself. So, whoops, I got rid of my plank pathways. I didn't really mean to do that. But it shouldn't make too much difference, I don't think. I think what we're going to find is everything's at the end because it's brand new. Right, we'll take that planking out. We'll take that planking out. And we'll take this stony bit out. Just to find out precisely what they do. That's basically all you can really hope for in this game, is have a go. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you're going to have to just leave it. So I think, yeah, that's an official tile. So, yeah, I mean, might have a purpose at some point, but not currently. Go away, stupid ant. Now, these stepping stones, I suppose maybe... yeah. Could work. Could work. If woodwork could work on the wood shore, what happens if I pop that? Oh, I might be able to live with that actually. Let's trash that and build it again, but build it again here. I think we might actually enjoy this. Yeah. So you go wood path, wood path, wood path, massive donut, wood path, wood path, wood path. And sorry, Rosie, I am going to build a massive donut, so you are going to have to Just pop down there. Don't worry. You're not on the edge. You just keep sleeping. Nothing bad could possibly happen to you. Good. They've very much sort of worked in the fields, which is quite nice. The only slight issue is I still need a tree here. And I don't know how to get a tree here. So that is going to be problematic. I'm popping away some of the supplies I don't really need at the moment. I do, however, I'm rather desperate for foodstuffs. Okay, burger, superior spaghetti, stir fries, great grilled greens, marvellous. So I do have at least a few supplies there. But I think what we might try and do is pop to the dock and maybe have a look round one of the islands. It's always fun to explore the funds offshore and skirt the shoals of bankruptcy. Oh dear. We've got a letter from everybody's favourite character, Jules.
Hello, Ferdin. I bet you never knew I could write, did you? You know, I'm quite the sack of letters. I hope everyone from Crumbleton is bound. Got the rock vineyards all well. The miners have even been teaching me how to bodybuild. They say I'll be ripped in no time, but I'm not sure I like the sound of that. Socially yours, Jules.
There we go. So nothing too spectacular, but we've finally gotten round to doing that letter, and that's crucial. The Sunny Sands. Nice. What is on the Sunny Sands? Infinite supply of coal, infinite supply of iron. Not really the right sort of trees, but there are bananas and cats. I don't think the two are necessarily linked in any way, but there are bananas and cats. Okay, so Soggy Scary has acorns, which is kind of what we want. Mug someone, cut them, destroy their houses. In fairness, if it's got the stuff I need, I would happily destroy a house. But no, I think it's going to be back to the Soggy Scary, for I need acorns. I must have my acorns, for they are mighty. I never actually completely finished the sentiment about Akira Toriyama earlier on, did I? He's the designer behind Dragon Ball Z and likes big, spiky anime hair, which is basically what my character has. Big, spiky anime hair. There are plentiful other options if I so chose, but I did settle on the Sonic the Hedgehog look for my character. I found it pleasant enough. We were Sonic the Turtle earlier. It was surprisingly difficult to put those two together. So it's just so natural to say Sonic the Hedgehog that my brain went, you're trying to say something else, aren't you? And it just went, can't think properly. Soggy Scary, that's the girl from Margate. Well, I mean, you must have been doing something right. Filth. Utter filth. Which arguably might be what you were doing right. Right, let's trash this tree and hope we get an acorn. Nope. Is there a special way of harvesting acorns? I really don't think there is. But I might be mistaken. So I have to sort of venture through the forests and hope for the best. See if I can't find an acorn. See if I can't find an acorn. Nah, the stumps just give bloody wood as well. We don't need wood, I need acorns. I want an acorn. Please give me an acorn. But I don't want an acorn, 'cause he's some kind of sinner, I think. But I'm not entirely sure, 'cause I don't really pay attention to modern music at all. Goddamn cocking bastard fuck tits. Why can't I find a fucking acorn? And that's a hell of a starter on the album, I think. That can be the starting song on the album. God damn, whatever the fuck I said, I genuinely can't remember now. But it was all the swears. Which swears would you like? I want all the swears. You choose all. For anybody unaware, that is a reference to the video game Overlord. You command a bunch of minions in Overlord, and you can either command specific ones, or, as the quote I am using a lot today suggests, you can control them all. You choose all. Browns, blues, greens, reds. You choose all. It's the horn for... it's what happens when I get the horn. I just have to declare it in that way. It's very useful, in fairness, because people know. Oh, fuck off. Sorry. The hunger meter in this is slightly intrusive sometimes. Because you're just... Oh, hello. Do I want another... No, I don't really want another chicken. I don't want to stroke my cock in front of a zombie. I'm happy to stroke my cock in the privacy of my own room. But I won't stroke the cock. No, I will not stroke the cock. I ain't gonna stroke the cock in front of the zombie. Why can't I find an acorn? Why can't I find an acorn? Please give me an acorn. I need one now in my pants. Do you? Not really, no. I don't know what I'd do with an acorn in my pants, but I think it would be a bad thing. If I pick up a stump? No. If I sword the stump? Can I put the sword in the stump? No, I can't. I think the only way I can destroy trees, unless maybe... Okay, I've got one other theory. It's unfortunate that I found an ant instead of what would be useful, but I've got one other theory as to where I might find acorns. Ah! Fucking living tree. Excuse me, sir, can I grab your acorns? Nope. I can grab his sugarcane, though. Is everything a euphemism now? Tiny Dance, Tiny Miner, even Tiny Dancer. No, that's an actual song, isn't it? Tiny Dancer. But yes, Tiny Miner is a dance floor filler. No, I think that's the one the DJ plays when he wants everybody to leave. Because everybody will suddenly go, oh no, not for me, thanks. Am I doing... Yeah, I'm getting the wheat seeds, good. See, as far as I'm aware, all you have to do to get seeds is smash things with your hammer. That's the usual way of getting seeds. It's just it's not working with the trees. And in fairness, the acorns must be in existence on the overworld, because otherwise you couldn't have checked them off. And I have checked them off at one point. And yet I cannot seem to find an acorn. Oh fuck. Oh, big dumps. Don't you attack me, you little shit. The controller's run out, which is why I now require a wire to resolve the situation. One moment. I don't have enough USB slots, so I have to fiddle around getting one out to put one in. He gets one out to put one in. I do tell a slight fib there. Nowadays I do have a reasonably large chunky volume of USB slots because I have a USB adapter that adds a shed load of USB slots, which was quite a nice piece of kit. It's just unfortunate I filled it all with lights and cameras and all of those gubbins. So technically I'm still low on USB slots, even though now I have a shed load of USB slots. I filled them all up with, what is it? Yeah, I think it's because now the microphone's permanently hooked in, which is quite nice. What else is there? Oh, I've got speakers hooked into it. 2 lights, a camera, a fan, shed loads of stuff on USBs. Probably too much stuff on USBs. I'm going to explode at one point in time, but... aha! You're the arsehole I'm looking for. Oh, you give me grass seeds, so yeah, my theory was wrong. It's fine, I'm going to kill you just because my theory was wrong. I'm going to slaughter everybody that I see, 'cause I'm slightly annoyed, 'cause the game won't give me an acorn. Absolute fucking bricks. Oh, why won't you give me an acorn? Please, I just want one. I don't think I'm asking for much. Just one acorn and then I can leave, and then I can plant a tree. I mean, I wouldn't pass up the opportunity to have 2 acorns, but I'm not greedy. I'm happy with just one. Please give me an acorn. Yes, I did try to rhyme by manipulating the word. I don't know if you noticed or not. Hopefully you didn't really notice, 'cause then the song, it did work. And if you're not careful, here is a fret. The fret is that I will twerk. And you don't want to see that wibbling around in your face. No, sir, you don't. You may think to yourself, actually I do. No, no you don't. I'm doing you a favour by not revealing the twerky nature of my big buns. Hot shit! That's right. Shh. There's an animal over there. Yeah. Shh. Malroth. Couldn't give a flying fuck. But could you give a land-based fuck? Maybe. Convince me. Convince me, Malroth, to give a land-based fuck. And maybe, just maybe, I will in fact give you a land-based fuck. Or I'll just give you a lambasting. I'm fairly certain that's a word. That's right. If in doubt, just do the do's. If in doubt, do away with the do's. If you can do the do's in the do's. I actually neglected to ask because I suddenly mooed instead of asking the question. So anybody remaining, do feel free to answer the question. How are you doings and what are you doings? That is, but for anybody new, that translates to how are you and what are you up to? Is anybody up to anything interesting? Have we got some painting action from the resident painty people? Have we got some video game action from the resident video gamey people? Have we got some other people? Do feel free to chime in. You've been gone for a bit. How dare you? How dare you leave? It's the worst thing you could do. In fairness, you have not missed much by leaving. I am still looking for a sodding acorn. And you think I can fucking find an acorn? I'll be fucked if I can. Fuck you, chicken. Dead tree give me an acorn? Nope. Building an advent calendar for my daughter. Nice. Ah, that is incredible. What sort of theming are you going for? You're going for something... I'm assuming something your daughter likes. I don't know your daughter, so I couldn't say what that is. But yeah, have you got like a theming? Are you going for something very interesting? That's quite a fascinating decision to make a advent calendar. I remember my mother, once upon a time, she made an advent calendar. It was fairly reusable. I've found acorns, by the way. It was fairly reusable, which was quite nice. Which, yeah, it was a cross-stitch one. So cross-stitch the sort of days 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way up to 24, obviously. And what you do... I tried to dodge that attack by using a different game's dodge button. We discussed that last week, didn't we? The fact that sometimes you just... The brain says you should be able to do something, but you're thinking of the wrong game. But yeah, my mother made a cross-stitch one, and it was very nice. And you sort of put up like these little... it was full of these little hoops. And the idea is you could attach whatever you liked to those hoops. So usually it was chocolate. Little bits of chocolate as per standard sort of advent calendar-y style. It was a very pleasant thing to do. You just sort of... Obviously, each subsequent year you could just put forward the idea... Oh, fuck off. Yeah, you could just put forth the idea of fuck off and attach that to the advent calendar, and as you eat the chocolate, just the message fuck off springs forth. But yeah, it was very pleasant. And yes, you had to deflee the cat. Help deflee the cat. Yeah, so I imagine it took an army of 10. And let me tell you, he did not want to be defleed. No, they don't. They never do. And it can be a fucking nightmare. I have experienced the throttling of a cat in the nicest possible way, throttling the cat. But nonetheless, I keep forgetting this is not a dodge game. This is not a dodge game in the traditional sense of dodging, as in you've got a dodge roll. This is a telegraph the attack and run away, which is not the best of systems, I'm not going to lie. This game is slightly let down on its combat system, because it doesn't really have much of a combat system. It is just, okay, okay. At the moment, it's just I'll take the damage whilst twatting it with the sword. But, you know, I can kind of forgive it, in a way, for not having the world's most robust of combat systems. It's not, like, terrible, it's just not that robust in terms of sort of defensive capabilities, because you can't actually shield yourself and defend. You can't sort of dodge roll or anything like that. You just, you know, you've got the ability to move, and that's about it. Oh, there's a shitload of cabbage seeds. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I also had a coup de grace. Oh, we'll use it now. Poor fella. The full might of my cooperative attack on one dude. That's unfortunate. So you've been bouncing between Towers of Arise. Nice. And a new game you've gotten called Unpacking. How very fascinating. That was recommended by Mr. Blue Boosh the other day. And I have popped it on the old wish list because it did look quite fascinating. The whole sort of idea of a developing story based on what you unpack, mixed with finding the different items you're supposed to actually unpack was... Yeah, you know this. I'm trying to explain it for anybody who doesn't know it, which is not hugely necessary, but nonetheless, you get those sort of boxes. Fucking acorn! Yes, you get a box of fucking acorns. If only I had a box of fucking acorns, I'd have even more acorns, because they're fucking. And we all know when a daddy acorn and a mummy acorn love each other very dearly, they fuck in a box and make baby acorns. Or babecorns. Bacorns. They make bacon. That was... Old school people, old fogies like me will know that there was the suggestion that fucking was, you know, was alluded to by the phrase making bacon, I believe, wasn't it? At one point, unless I'm confused, which is so often the way. And so, yes, the calendar, back to the calendar, loads of random cute toys and stuff. Nice. Started out like a good idea, it turned very expensive. Ooh, yes, I imagine so. If you've got all full-on cute toys and stuff, that probably does get quite expensive, but hey, you know. It's family, isn't it? You do for your daughter. I imagine. I'd have no children, just to clarify that. I just want that known so that you don't suddenly think... In fairness, I don't know what you'd think, but nonetheless, I want it clarified just in case. I like facts. I'm a fact person. I've just suddenly thought of the idea of I'm a person who goes around hunting for facts, or at least that's what people sort of shout at me. Look, it's that fact hunt. There's a joke in there somewhere. Just sort of smooth away the surface and sort of slightly dig through the shit, and you'll find the joke eventually. I'm assuming. What a surprise! Was that based on just the fact that unpacking came up recently as a odd little coincidence, or possibly me liking the look of it? But I don't know. That wouldn't necessarily come as a surprise because there's very few games I don't like the look of. I am honestly, for the most part, not that fussy with games if they attract my brain and eyes to their pleasant colours and fanciness. I'm all for them. But yes, it's an odd coincidence. It is, yes. A very bizarre little one. But without any spoilers, although having said that, I'll probably forget them, so it's not hugely important. But for the sake of other people, and to a certain extent for the sake of myself, so it's going to be a bit. It's going to be a bit of a vague statement, I assume. But you know, I imagine it's going to be sort of it's good or disappointed me. How was Tales of Arise? Because I am curious. I do want that game. I want that game quite a lot. I do look forward to having that game, but I don't know when. It took me it took me a dozen or so years to get round to playing Tales of Berseria, so I am quite slow when it comes to purchasing and playing my games. But I'm doing quite well. In fairness, actually, I've just recently been playing Monstrum Nox S9, if you want the specific title, but the subtitle is Monstrum Nox, and it has been really, really rather good fun. I have thoroughly enjoyed it. For the most part, there's a couple of issues that I don't like about it, but that's not unstandard for a game. There's usually a few bits and bobs you just think to yourself, you know what, I don't like that bit. But this one's got very few of those, and they're not egregious things that make you go, oh, fuck off. They're perfectly pleasant things that make you go, yeah, it's fine. I can live with the decisions they made as game developers. And it's one of those ones where towards the beginning I couldn't really fully understand why they would bother with such a thing, because it's just a bit weird. This is going to be vague because I don't necessarily want to spoil it for anybody who wants to play it, but there was a sort of, you get a gift meter, and it would have been a lot more fun if they didn't have that gift meter, if they just allowed you to use your gifts permanently. That would have been so much more fun inside of the town, because there was a lot of frustration that came from having to sort of wait for the meter to refill every time you wanted to get somewhere, and it was like, oh guys, just let me have a permameter, just let me roam the city with these superpowers, it would be so much more fun. Towards a later step, I did sort of, you do get a later gift that can be used both inside and outside of combat, and at that point you do sort of go, yeah, I think I can see why you've put in this idea of denying this sort of notion of having the meter. It makes a lot more sense now, but it is still, I think, a more elegant solution, I feel, would have been to have a meter in combat and then have no meter outside of combat, allowing you to glide, climb, leap all over the place freely throughout the city, because that would have been just more fun, I think. Quite positive on it, although it does have some problem brought on my does have some problem brought on my game not getting the time it needed, as it had to come out This year. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, I get you. It had to come out this year for the Tales of Anniversary. Ooh. I hope that's nothing too major. I mean, you've said quite positive on the whole, so that's good. I like that fact. Let's have a look here. So, oh, you want rooms of different ambiances? I can probably do that. Build a room somewhere down low. That's your sex dungeon. Build a hotel. This was, yeah, basic bedrooms and a reception room. Reception room was weird, I think. A very fancy room. Sell something. I really feel like I should have been selling things by now, but still. Breed some pets. That's kind of going to happen at some point. Place lots of naughty night lights. I need to actually unlock naughty night lights, I think, in fairness. I suppose arguably we could just build the sex dungeon. That would technically cover multiple things. Oh, I need to collect rubies. I need to collect rubies. Oh, it's more there's some story stuff that doesn't have the time it needs. Oh, interesting. Ah. That's unusual. But I suppose if they had to cut the development short, perhaps, then is that why? Because they cut the development short, you feel that the story didn't get as decent a fleshing out as it deserved? Because that's unusual for sort of like a Tales of game. Because usually they are very much sort of they're story-based games. They're story-driven, and as a result, once you enter the final straight of the game, it becomes what I've heard described as the most cracked-out thing I've ever seen. Okay. In fairness, that doesn't necessarily. That could just be Japanese RPG. But I'm assuming it's a little bit more than just that. Right, fuck it, let's try and build a sex dungeon. Now, where do we want our sex dungeon? I think probably round here in the... Alright, this is really crazy. Okay, that's fair. Could you not claw me in the face? Would be appreciated. Right, so let's go from there. And then... Oops, that's not what I'd intended to do. That's not quite what I wanted either. Or at least... Oh no, that was the one I wanted. That's handy. Now I need to just deal with these monsters. Could you go away, please? Now the only problem is, of course, I don't know how low is low. They don't specify a lot of the time. Is that the correct one? No, that is not the correct one. Will you please... Have you... Oh, bloody scorpion. Why would you knock me off course? I just wanted a straight line and now I've got a strange little fucking curve in a weird way. I'm gonna have to fix this bloody wall. It's all your fault, you stupid scorpion. I had that perfectly covered. That's the wrong move again. Yes, it is. There we go. Now we want to just keep going. We just keep going down, 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 and chicken go down, swinging, a shipping button, the bear, hitting it, hitting down, the hair, hitting ponder, fucking. But yeah, that combined with the fact that for most of the game it lacks the Tales of humour. Oh, that's a shame. And for lack of a better term, soul, means it's not as good a rate as it could be. That's a shame. Very interested to see what the next game is like, as this is a great base to build off of. Nice. As I say, I mean, even if, truth be told, even if you'd turned around and gone, do you know what, I wish I hadn't bought it, it's the worst game I've ever fucking played, I'd have probably still purchased it. Because, I'm a lover of the series. It's only ever annoyed, well, it's always annoying me, but that's just because their artwork sometimes, gameplay-wise, not anything else at this point. But, yeah, they can be slightly troublesome in the gameplay department. But still, most of the skits aren't humour-based until you get to the very end. That's a shame, because the skits are one of their sort of defining features. So you would always hope that the skits are, in fact, very good. Because I think it's the skits that really allow you to get to know the characters a bit more. And so that's quite pleasant. I think you feel a bit closer to the characters, if that makes any degree of sense, because of those skits. And so if they're lacking what they once had, I do feel like they've shat the bed on that one. Do 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 do. Bang. Eventually, I'll probably stop digging down. It's just I don't. The unfortunate truth is I don't have a comprehension as to how far down build something down is. So I'm kind of just having to guess and go down as deep as I feel like I want to go down. And so at the moment I haven't quite decided I'm finished yet, although that might be bedrock. It is bedrock. Okay, so surely if I've hit bedrock here, that's got to be considered deep enough. So what we'll do, for now, we'll just fill in this area with clodstone, because I happen to have clodstone on me, and it's a fairly easy thing to get access to. We might end up sort of digging it out or using the trowel, depending on what we want to do, but that's for a later period, I think. Right, so what we want to do really is probably sort of... I'll have a thin path here, maybe. Yeah, so again, this is probably going to be sort of adjusted somewhat, but oops, that's the wrong one. Never mind. It feels like they didn't have the time, but I feel that they get what's... My eyes and mouth are not working in conjunction today, but I feel that they get that. No, it's you. It's you. I was giving you the benefit of the doubt, but you've put that's. I feel that they get what's needed when there's no. I don't know, unless I'm just reading it awkwardly. I don't know. I apologise for calling you out quite so drastically there. I can't help myself. When there's an entire end game side quest that's literally just watching a 4-minute cutscene of 3 of the party having a contest to make the best pancakes. Cool! I love that sort of absolute garbage. I'm very happy when I watch a cutscene that's 4 minutes long and they're just building pancakes. It makes me chuckle. Makes me enjoy life. Just to have such a terribly useless and pointless cutscene in my life. I have mentioned in the past the fact that when I had a bit of a sort of... No, it wasn't exactly planned, but I had a fairly major hiatus away from Japanese RPGs. And then I went to do Grandia, the original Grandia. And the beginning of the game, really, you didn't see any kind of combat or action or anything for about 2 hours or so. I don't know. Something along those lines. I might be slightly off precisely on the time frame, but it's a good couple of hours before anything really happens. And most people would probably look at that and go, yeah, I don't think that's very good then, is it? But I was just loving every moment, truth be told. Absolutely loving every moment. Okay, so we probably don't want to build out too much more there, but that sort of marks the entrance, and then we'll want to figure out roughly what we want to do in terms of a room here, and possibly try and do some more stuff as well. Now, I must admit, I don't know. I don't have the ability to get any sort of... I think it's going to have to just be stone stairs, really. I don't know. For now, we'll just jump up the side and collect all of my lovely blocks. Well, if you get in a really good rhythm, you can really get sprinting up there. Beautiful. Though through thorough thought, it can be easy. Though through thorough thought, it can be easy. Nice. Where's it? There's also the ones where it's like spelt the same but pronounced differently, I think. So cough is spelt the same as Loughborough, not literally. You wouldn't look at the sign Loughborough and go, I think that says cough. No, it's in terms of the O-U-G-H. It's spelled the same. So technically, Loughborough should be Loughborough, but it's not. Or Loughborough, of course, because though. So yeah, there's all sorts of oddities like that. Live and live, yeah. You used to say, live and let live. You know you did, you know you did, you know you did, you know you did, you know you did. Did I? You know you did. I've been telling you so long that you always knew you did. Right, let's have a look at our options. The sooty silver brick, I think, might be quite nice. But I can't help but think I'm not going to have access to many of them. Although, having said that, I think we might be able to get enough of them. 800 bricks of sooty silver. Do we think 800 bricks of sooty silver is going to be enough for my plans? Well, as you don't specifically know what my plans are, you couldn't say with absolute certainty. Red brick floor? Yeah. I can see possibly a red brick floor working. A slimy block. I mean, that would definitely work in the sex dungeon. But I don't think we're going to want to deliberately put in... I mean, granite. Granite would work quite nicely, but I suppose some kind of... Oh, no, we have no cloth. Or we have no cotton, sorry. So there's no possible way of getting... Oh, padded floor. Padded floor might work. I have 300 padded floors. Although I'm not entirely convinced by the colour of that, but yeah, I mean, we've got it now, so it's a thing in my possession. I mean, we could continue the sooty nature and have sooty, and possibly even invite Sweep along if we really want to. But I wonder if the sooty soft wood would look nice against the sooty silver. I'm wondering. Let's have 400 of those bad boys. Bad boys, bad boys. Oh, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? I'm probably going to sort of try and dodge out the way because finding myself thinking I don't want them coming on me, for me, near me. Now, are you 4 blocks or 3 blocks? Or you think you're 3 blocks? I think we've found the door to the sex dungeon. Get Sue in. She sounds like she'd be fun. Who's Sue? Have we mentioned a Sue? Because one crucial thing you'll need to remember: I don't pay any attention whatsoever to anything I say, which tends to lead to the slight predicament of people quote me back and I go, "Where's that from? What's that?" And then they get to use the phrase, "It's you, you Burke. You, fuck's sake. Have you never paid attention to anything in your life?" No. I find it easier that way. Oh, of course, I mentioned Sooty and Sweep, and of course there's Sue. There we go. I knew it was going to be something along those lines, that I'd mentioned it, and I'd completely forgotten the bastard thing. But, yes, of course. Get Sue in. She seems like she'd be fun. Yes. We should definitely get some... Oh, can we not? Oh, we can literally only build one. Oh, yeah, with severe lack of cotton. We need more dot cotton in our life. Yes, we need more dot cotton in our lives. Ooh, dot cotton. Ooh, dot cotton. Dot cotton. Dot cotton. Dot cotton in your lives. Gift wrapped present, I don't really need a gift wrapped present. A cupboard! Oh, sell items. Well, I seem to be failing miserably at the selling items thing. Oh, I think we definitely want a samurai sword. Oh, we've already got plenty of samurai swords, but that's fine. I think you've got my sweep somewhere in my room. I don't know precisely how to respond to that, but... oh, high heels. We definitely want some high heels in the sex dungeon. Oh, bloody ants. Bloody ants! Fuck off. All I want to do is kit out my sex dungeon with plentiful tools. But will you allow me to? No. An iron pillar. Let's have an iron pillar, or 100 iron pillars, that'll do. don't know precisely what I'll do with my iron pillars, but hey, they might look nice. And that's something I can get behind. Shall we? We'll perhaps grab another trendy triptych. And then we might be able to sort of get ourselves a particularly sort of dodgy photo somewhere and put that in there as well. Now, there were chains somewhere. I think they were elsewhere and I've skipped past them, but that's fine. Well, there we go. A climbable chain! We have to spend some heart points, but we will want some chains in the back, naturally. Can't have a dungeon without some chains within. Do we have plenty of stone stairs? Yeah, we've got plenty of stone stairs. Anything else that I think I might want? Is that a gargoyle? Yeah, it's a gargoyle. Fuck it, let's have a couple of gargoyles. We might be able to use them. I realise my method of building is a little bit erratic, perhaps. The whole, fuck it, we might be able to use it somewhere. We can put it somewhere. Oh, we need that for the Kama Sutra, obviously. All 69 volumes of the Kama Sutra. I haven't got any books. Can I not build some books? Yes, I can build some books. Okay. Hardback books. Grass fibres, good, we can get plenty of books. All of the books will be mine. Now we can get a bookcase. We only really need the 5, methinks. That will do indeed. Oh, towels. We definitely need some towels. Definitely gonna wanna towel ourselves down when we've partaken in the dungeon. Want to get some rope in there, obviously. What is a dungeon if you don't have some rope? I think it's a waste of time. I suppose we could make an impression with a big bronze bell, but I can't deny I don't necessarily want a big bronze bell. Stackable slimes. No, I think we've probably got enough tools to at least make the beginnings. But we'll probably want to try and put in a staircase. I want to put some kind of marker outside as well. So let's see, what are those iron pillars going to look like? No, I don't. Well, if I put them from this side, yeah, that's it. That's slightly more what I'm after. No, okay, fine. We have to do it from the other side. Oh, except of course it comes that side. Oh. Sometimes. Have we? Yes, we've managed to manipulate it in such a way that it works well enough. Now, I was going to put a... Yeah, that's the other thing I was considering putting there. I like that. I like it's a tolerable amount. Stepping stones. Yeah, I could possibly get behind some stepping stones. We don't really need clodstone for now. Fresh off ghost! Blimey, that ghost is quite tasty in a fight, isn't it? Not against Malroth, but against me, it's putting up a bit of a fight. Perfect. A nice little stone doodah there. And then what we want to do is try and sort of figure out how best to... No, that's not quite the... There we go. Nope. Cock. Nope. Hey, got it. Right, so... That's the ticket. And now, bam, 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 bam. There we go! I mean, I've sort of made a large penis. Not quite the intention, but I mean it goes. It's a viable option. Right, I was going to put maybe something on or near... Oh, the fiendish face. I wonder if they'll actually go on there. Bastards. Bastards. Maybe we'll have to save the fiendish faces for some other point in time. I I'd really hoped that I could put the fiendish faces on there, but I can't. I wonder if you can put chains on there. I get the impression you might not be able to, but yeah, you can't really put anything on there at the time, because they are just a... I think they're a decorative piece as themselves. Oh, must you come forth, Mr. Ghost? All that's gonna happen is I'm gonna make you toast. I'm gonna bust your ass and make you no longer exist as a ghost. Just sort of bounce down, bounce, bounce, bounce. Everybody likes to bounce. I like bouncing, I like bouncing, I like bouncing, and I like to bounce. I like bouncing, I like bouncing. If you don't like bouncing, tough luck. I think I've mixed two songs together, but I might be wrong. Right, putting in the sooty blocks. Get them down while they're hot. It's difficult to know if this is actually going to form a room or not, of course, because there is the possibility that this is too big like my previous attempts at rooms. But for now, what we'll do is we'll just kind of build it and hope for the best, which is the standard practice. The standard practice of doing Dragon Quest is build it and hope for the best. Build it and hope for the best. Yeah! And I think we're going to get a friendly visit. Build a room somewhere down low. Here he is. I'll turn the camera to him. Another job managed complete. I say cracking job. Well, would you look at that? It's a mini medal. Fairly meaningless mini medal at this point. Obviously, they all lead to the sort of accomplishments, but it is still just that tiny bit kind of pointless in a way. Right, hang on. I'm getting all my buttons confused again. All my buttons confused with a hen. Once you get your buttons straight, you can do it reasonably quickly, because it's just a repetitive pattern. But the problem is, the moment you go off kilter, it slows down everything. Oh, which is a touch unfortunate. But there you go, never mind. I'm just making it this high because the dungeon door sort of fits this height. I mean, I could probably doing a fourth one and maybe even. And I know it is a dirty word, and I don't like it. But I could possibly consider the idea of putting a roof within my dungeon. We don't do roofs round here. No, why? Okay. Oh, fair enough. Maybe that's why. But that's quite handy, because it will allow me to actually get up top here. So that's quite good. And now we want to go down. No, I don't think that's the right one.
Hello there.
General Skin Cruels. Welcome. Is that the correct place? Yeah, it is. Cool. Boosh. There we go. We now have some chains. Chains in the dungeon. Oh, yes. How's it going? It's going quite well. Oh, I can use my special tool. How is it going for you? Are you doing well? And are you up to anything of interest? No, you little shit stirrers. I suppose I should have done it one tile higher, and then I wouldn't have had the bedrock problem. But fine. I think I'm probably going to have to just leave it as the bedrock problem. Maybe I'll cover up the bedrock with maybe the bed. Definitely a possibility. We want the triptych around here somewhere, but I don't know. Probably. Yeah, that'll do. That's it. I will choose a snapshot at some point, however I'm not sure when or what snapshot that will be. We do want our towels out. It's been a good day, I'm glad. Well, yeah, I'm glad. Shall we try and hide? Nah, the towels are not going to hide the bedrock. Where? I suppose have a towel on the way out. Can you? Oh no, no. Oh, you can't place towels on top. You can't place towels on top of towels. And now, yeah, we'll have a sort of something like that, and then yeah, that'll do. Now the bed. Sufficient. Nice. Put them by the door. Oh, hello! The room got a little bit fancier. Yeah. Pop those up there as well. I also wanted a samurai sword, didn't I? So let's grab my samurai swords. And I'll tell you what, that might look quite nice on top of the bookcase. Sweet! That's what... Oh, we needed rope as well, obviously. Can't tie up a victim if you don't have any rope. I think maybe the rope belongs... Yeah, the rope belongs next to the chains. Obviously. There you go. And maybe a little bit next to the bed, because, you know, you want it easy access, don't you? Out of interest, what has made it a good day? Yeah, again, as is so often the way with these questions, you don't actually have to answer. You can say, that's none of your business. What makes my day good is my business, son. What can I... Oh, I can display the display hooks on a display hook. I don't want to. I could put the shoes back on there. Oh, no, I don't like that. It's got to be something that looks good as an icon rather than as an actual physical item. Just a good day, that's fair enough. Old note papers. Oh, there's a towel row. I don't really want a towel row. Don't know what else to put in here. Plus, it's not actually making a room. This is just for giggles. Which I know. How often do I play this game and it ends up just being for giggles? And I do understand. Can I? Oh, I can place it at the... Oh, okay, that's not exactly where I would have wanted that gargoyle head. I think we might have to use our gauntlets to then hopefully place it where I want to place it. I mean, it's not... I think I might have to do the old... Yeah, it's a bit better. I don't want the display hook there. We might put the display hook there. That'll do. And then what we're going to have to do is figure out how to pick this up again. Oh, Malroth, get it away. Oh, I don't even want that tool, so that's fine. You're not quite as in the way as advertised. No. Oh, there we go. I think that's in the right place. Yeah, look at that. Isn't it? Now, I'm sorry. Brittany? Brittany? Hello, Brittany. Hello, Brittany. Get in the sex dungeon. Obliging. No, Malroth, I need to close the door. Otherwise, Brittany might escape the sex dungeon, but you're in the way. You're in the way. Brittany, a bit further in. I can't quite close the... No, Brittany's escaping. Gosh damn it, Brittany. Brittany. We let Brittany go. I suppose sometimes you just can't keep a good woman in a sex dungeon. No, you gotta keep a bad woman in a sex dungeon. I hope nobody turns up at this exact point in time. In fairness, Skink is probably quite confused because he doesn't understand why we're building a sex dungeon. Arguably, I don't fully understand why I'm building a sex dungeon. It was an off the cuff sentiment from Albion Craft, and I have now actually built a sex dungeon. So, well done me. Well done me. Never say I don't give the people what they want. Oh, I haven't seen your sex dungeon in Minecraft. Fair enough, then. Fair enough. I think I did see you trap a bunch of people in a dungeon at some point in Minecraft. I don't necessarily know if that was the sex dungeon or just a dungeon, but nonetheless, I do recall seeing you trapping at least somebody in there. Do we want to put that on the floor there? Yeah, I think we possibly do. No! Bedrock again. It's fine. It's fine. It's not a problem. Whoops. Full-on breeding and transporting.
I see ya!
I do. I see you now. What have you been up to? To have returned from the lurk. Return of the lurk. Return of the lurk. I was a lurking, but now I'm a returning.
Fuck me!
Oh, in the sex dungeon, yes. Are you coming to the sex dungeon? Tell you what, I might leave an old note in the sex dungeon as a sort of, you know, they were trying to escape the sex dungeon, figured out they couldn't escape the sex dungeon, and then wrote a little note saying, I can't escape the sex dungeon. Excuse me? Sex dungeon? I've missed a lot, haven't I? Yes. We've built a sex dungeon. See, I've got chains on the walls, rope for binding, a bed for the, you know, fucking, a display hook for the I don't know yet. I'll tell you what, let's put those creepy faces. Yeah. I thought I put it in the wrong place, but there we go. So on the way out, people will go, oh, scary faces. I think I'll stay in the sex dungeon. Why did I build a sex dungeon? Because Albion Craft mentioned the fact that I should build a sex dungeon, so I ended up building a sex dungeon. Plus, in fairness, it wasn't completely without cause, because I did get to complete another one of my tablet targets. Because build a room somewhere down low. And that is very much what I did. I must admit, I wouldn't have minded trying to get a bit fancier. I might have to try and slot some more bits and bobs in, as it were. Slot a few more bits and bobs in the sex dungeon in order to possibly make it the fanciest room around. But I'm not sure precisely how I could. And plus, I want to finish it off with some naughty nightlights, but I do need the ruby. I'm not entirely sure where I get ruby, so it's going to be troublesome to deal with that issue. It's probably on one of the islands, I suppose, perhaps, but I just don't know for certain. Let's just watch that save again, because, yeah, paranoia. A fancy sex dungeon hotel. My God. I could do that. I could do a hotel underground as well. I might consider it. If I remember it next week, I might consider expanding out from the initial sex dungeon into a reception, into a bunch of bedrooms. That could work. Anyway, if I was going to say, if my calculation is correct, it is putting away time for this part. Anyway, we will be back in approximately 5 or so minutes. Sex dungeon for enchantment books. I don't enchant books in my sex dungeon. I just, you know, sex. I don't bother writing. That's probably where we want to start from that conversation arc, but it looks deep. It's deep, very deep, very deep, very deep. It's deeper than deep, much deeper than you deep. Deep, very deep, very deep, very deep. It's deeper than deep, much deeper than you think. Right, yes, we'll be back in approximately 5 or so minutes for Graveyard Keeper. So do join us after the breaky, where we can... I probably can't build a sex dungeon in Graveyard Keeper. What you can build in Graveyard Keeper is very much set. I will possibly explore the dungeon, we shall have to see. So I'll be back in approximately 5 or so minutes.
is.
Three, two, one, let's go.